If you don't know us already, we're Helen, Andy and our self-built glampervan Giovanna. Over the winter of 2021 we transformed her from an empty panel van into our tiny home on wheels. So why not join us on our van life adventures?
Hi again everyone. If you ever wanted decals on the side of your camper van and I thought it's really hard, I can't do that, well, I'm going to show you now how really easy and simple it is to do. You don't need to spend hundreds or even thousands of pounds having these things put on your side of your camper. It's quite straightforward and you're going to save a lot of money. So if you want to find out how I did it, keep watching this short little video of the process. Okay, so we bought ourselves some stickers or decals to go on the side of our van because she wants to identify it as a camper van and not a white van. So our first job is to degrease this side panel at the top here, and they're going to clean it over with some car polish, dry it all down, and then I'll mark up for installing the decal. So I'm going to put a few bits of tape up on the van, ready for the decal, just to hold it in place while we line everything up. Okay, so now I'm going to line up the decals where I want them. You don't have to be too precious at this stage because you do have an opportunity after you've removed the backing paper to line everything up. I'm just going to put just one bit of tape down here just to keep it, stop it flapping around too much. Okay, and to remove the backing paper from the decal, not too much, just enough that you can, for the area you're working in, and lightly press it down to the surface. And once you're happy with its position, give it a wipe over. Make sure you get any bubbles or creases out. Just move you along this way a little bit. It's important to try and get your bubbles out at this stage because you're not going to damage the surface of your decal. Whereas if you do it after you remove the backing paper and the top protective paper, you're likely to damage the decal itself. They are quite tough, but you don't want to put any unnecessary pressure. Get rid of that, makes it easier. This is the final part, so now I'm just going to undo these two, just to make sure I keep everything taut. So you can see I've damaged it slightly just here. But you'll see that once it's adhered to the side of the van, it is extremely strong and you can remove any damage that may have occurred. The small tear is not going to hurt it at all. Just removing the bubbles now, making sure there's no wrinkles in the surface. Okay, and now the final part is to remove the top protective cover. Now you've got to do this bit really carefully. Last thing you want is to damage your decal. Have a little cloth with you just to help it along. And I'm going to have to be extra careful just here so I don't damage the decal anymore. I'm just going to bypass that bit. I'll come back to that afterwards. do find after you've pulled the top protective layer off that there are bubbles in your text, get a really small pin. You can, if you can't squeeze the bubble out with you now, just stick your pin into the bubble and just rub it flat, and that'll get rid of any bubbles. Just here, past my fat finger, I've got a bubble, there you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop the bubble with a pin and rub it down so it adheres to the side of the van properly. That's the same area now. Bubble was just there by my now. God, that's dirty. But it's all gone. And there we go. Giovanna now identifies as a camper van.